Drowning. It's fast, silent, and can happen to anyone. Drowning is the leading cause of unintentional death of children ages 1 to 4 in the state of Florida. Let that sink in. Today we have with us the health officer from the Florida Department of Health in Orange County, Dr. Robert Karch, to discuss what we can do to stop these preventable deaths. Dr. Karch, thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me. It's nice to be here.
This almost feels like a Herculean job. This state is surrounded by water. We've got so many lakes on the interior. What can we do?
Well, as you said, drownings are completely preventable. I became interested in this topic when one of my pediatric colleagues suffered the unfortunate experience of having her own child drown in a swimming pool. And so I became interested in this topic and have researched it. Drownings are a leading cause of death among children of all ages in Florida, and as you said, the leading cause of death among children 1 to 4 years of age. In 2021, 86% of child fatalities occurred among children 4 years of age or under.
So we're talking 8 out of 10. That number is so extraordinarily high. So for someone who's never really had a primer or any kind of hints on what we should do, can you walk us through some basic precautions?
Yeah, well, very few of these childhood drownings actually happen during swim time. So adequate barriers of protection, fences with self-latching gates, undivided attention, and adequate adult supervision. These are the primary contributing factors to childhood drownings. So absolutely, never assume that someone else is watching your children. Undivided attention when they're in or near water, and absolutely have these barriers of protection, fences with self-latching gates, pool alarms, door alarms. These are essential. Knowing CPR, enrolling your child in high-quality swim classes. These are the layers of protection. Adequate barriers of protection, adequate adult supervision, knowing CPR, and high-quality swim classes.
So let's assume you've given your child swimming lessons. Is that some kind of false sense of safety? Well, my child knows how to swim. My child knows what to do if they fall into the pool.
I do think that a common thought when we do these child death reviews, something that we see in the transcripts, is that it couldn't happen to me. My child, we have them in swim classes, they know how to swim. This could never happen to me. But as I said, most drownings occur during non-swim time, when the child wasn't expected to be in or near the water. So barriers of protection, fences around pools, self-latching gates, also awareness that your community pool may be fenced, but the retention pond behind your home is unfenced, and we do unfortunately see quite a lot of child drownings in retention ponds, storm ponds.
That actually happened in my own neighborhood a couple of years ago, and it was such a tragedy. In the evening, family outside, child just wandered away, and unfortunately they found him in a retention pond.
And you mentioned wandering. Children do this, and I want to make special note of children with autism. Children on the autistic spectrum tend to wander, and they seem to be attracted to water. In fact, children with autism in one study drown at a rate of 160 times greater than neurotypical children. So if your child has autism, making sure especially that you have door alarms, fences, self-latching gates is really important.
For someone who has just become a new parent, and this is the first time they've heard about this, if you had to give them the basics.
Drowning can happen to anybody. So take precaution. Teach your children how to swim early. Okay.
How early is too early?
The American Academy of Pediatrics recommends drowning swim lessons as early as 1 year of age, but many swim schools start as early as 6 months of age. So drowning prevention by early swim instruction is important. Number 2, have a fence with a self-latching gate
You've said
around the
that,
pool.
self-latching.
A self-latching
Which means
gate.
the minute you close it, it locks
Which
behind
means
you.
it'll close on its own.
Okay.
You could inadvertently walk away and leave it, and it'll close and lock on its own. So a fence with a self-latching gate is really important. And there's an age distribution. Infants less than 1 year of age tend to drown in standing bodies of water, like bathtubs, toilets, inside the home. From 1 to 5, and then from 5 to 9, swimming pools are the most common location of drowning. And then after 9, as children approach adolescence and into the adult years, natural bodies of water. So life vests when boating, out on the lakes, always swim with a partner, a buddy, for older adolescents and adults, and then undivided attention when the children are in or near water, and then absolutely a fence with a self-latching gate around all swimming pools.
Dr. Karch, that is the perfect last word. Thanks for being with us today.
Thanks for having me.
Water safety is everyone's responsibility. Be a water watcher. Install barriers. Make sure you and your children know how to swim and how to perform CPR. For more information, visit watersmartfl.com. Thanks for joining us.